Hi everybody, welcome to Gooey Plays. We are back on SimCity, this time with a tips and tricks video. Please check out my Facebook and Twitter as well for more news on what I'm doing. First thing I want to talk to you about is leveling up. Clicking on the level up icon in the top left, which is the purple circle, shows you what experience level you're currently at and what you need to get to unlock, in my case, to level 7. So I've got 747 experience, I need 790. It also shows you what unlock you'll get next for getting to that level, which is seeds. If you click on the population icon, it shows you your current population, which is 3557, and the goal of 4000. Once I get to 4000, I'm going to unlock another basic factory. It says build and upgrade residential zones to increase your population, maintain and boost your population by providing services. So services like fire services, I'm guessing water, power, and also jobs as well. Next is city storage. By default you start with 30 slots. You can increase your capacity of city storage. The easiest way to do this is when you get to about level 4, I think, clicking on the governments tab, you have a city storage building at the bottom, which is the second icon. It's greyed out. I've actually constructed that there near my factories. That increases your capacity by 10. You're also able to increase capacity by clicking on the increase capacity button at the bottom there, by clicking on your city storage icon or the building itself. It shows you what you need to increase capacity. I have 2 locks and 1 metal gate thing. I need a security camera as well, which I did have but I actually sold, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Didn't realise you needed that to upgrade city capacity. Storage capacity, sorry, so I hope I'll get another one of them soon. You can actually spend 18 of your sim coins to acquire the CCTV camera, which will let us upgrade, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save the sim cash I've got. If you do want to buy more sim cash, you can click on the icon in the top right, click the plus icon, and there are in-app purchases to buy sim cash, but that's entirely up to you. I'm not going to do that. Same goes for Simolians as well. You can buy Simolians for sim cash. When you're constructing your factories, you want to keep them away from any homes, as they tend to get cross with you and they move out. Also, they're not likely to upgrade as well because it makes them unhappy, so it's going to keep your happiness level down. So build factories away from homes in a specific area. Some sims are happy with you building commercial properties near the home, so that's building supply stores and hardware stores. Anything in the third icon on the right here. Similar to other SimCity games, you can build commercial near residential. It didn't really affect anything. Not sure if it affects land value. Some sims seem to be happy living close to the store. Perhaps others, depending on their wealth or the size of the building, maybe if it's a small home, they're not going to be happy living in near hardware stores and stuff like that, but that's something to bear in mind. Building parks around the city increases happiness. Also, your sims living in the radius of a park are more likely to upgrade. You're more likely to get high wealth residential houses, similar to this house here, the brown one, and a couple of others, one over there. As you can see, there is a Simolians icon above the city hall. You can click that to harvest your Simolians. If you click on the city hall, it tells you how much income you'll generate, which is 1676 over a period of 24 hours. That's dependent upon population and your happiness level. As you can see, I'm on the second to top tier for tax income, which is 14%, because my happiness level is at 84%. So anything in the 80 range, you're going to be getting 14% tax income. Anything above that, you're going to get 20% tax income. I was on 96% happiness just about half an hour ago, so I'm not sure why that's gone down. Although I do know I need to build a water tower, but I haven't got the funds for that, so that might be the reason why. So the more population you have, the more income you're going to get by taxing them 14, 20% or whatever tax bracket you're on. But you want to aim to get as high as possible, so keep your happiness as high as you can. It says when you click on it, Sims pay more taxes, keep your citizens happy by listening to their needs and providing services. Depending on what level you are, you're going to have the option to build a mayor's house. Once you do, you get a achievements unlocks from the mayor's house. I've currently got one unlock, which is clean and green, provide wind and solar power to 20 residential zones. You actually get SimCast rewards for upgrades, so I can collect the reward, which is 3 SimCash. There's a second stage for that upgrade as well, for that achievement, sorry, which is going to be 10. But there are lots of other achievements, so you can work towards these, which is another way of getting SimCash. One more there, which I didn't realise. Tiny town, have 3,000 Sims living in your city, so I'll have that. So you can have a little read through these and see what achievements are easy to work towards if you're after more SimCash. There are a lot of icons above buildings and stuff in the town. I'm just going to quickly run through what they are. You're probably familiar with the building upgrade icon, which is a hard hat and a green tick. Clicking on this will show you what supplies are needed to upgrade this house. In this case, I've got 6 plastic, I need 3 to upgrade this house. I've got 10 logs, I need 4 to upgrade this house. It tells you what rewards you get for upgrading. 52 population increase. You get 794 Simolians and 22 experience. You can request new plans by clicking on the request new plans button there. So that's going to... Not happy with the currently required building materials. Ask the architect to drop some new plans. Okay. So it's researching new plans there. So that's going to give us a new upgrade option with different supplies and obviously different rewards as well. You can actually cycle through your upgrade options by clicking on the arrows at the top. So we can see this upgrade building needs 2 metal, 1 hammer, 1 plastic. We can click the right icon. This guy just needs 1 nail. So you can cycle through. It's a pretty easy way of doing it instead of clicking on them individually. And then you can see which building you want to upgrade. So I'm going to upgrade this building. 1 tape measure, 1 plastic. Hopefully it'll be a nice building. We've got 21 experience upgrade for that and some cash as well. Other icons are the cash icon, which are Sims or services that want to buy your supplies usually. So the fire station want to buy 8 logs for 188 Simolians. I'm not interested in that. Megacorp has actually agreed to buy those, so I'm not going to sell them. But there are others as well. Megacorp has agreed to buy more logs for Simolians. The architect is drawing up new plans, so it's going to take half an hour actually to draw up the new plans, so we'll have to wait for that. Another icon is just sometimes information icons, which is a guy just saying go into the park to play. You also can get icons where you get the special items, which was the grate there, or whatever that is, and the padlock and the CCTV camera. Clicking on icons, I'm not sure which ones they are, I can't remember, but you will get the special items from Sims and services in your town. The hard hat icons are the ones that are not upgradable. We can cycle through these, tell us what we need. There are other icons. The red ones are generally things that you need to act on. These 2 indicate there's no fire station in the area, so the Sims are unhappy. We've got an abandoned building here, because the reason being no fire. So I'm going to use the bulldoze tool and bulldoze that, I think. Need to reorganize your city. It's totally okay, just select a road. So you can't actually bulldoze buildings, only roads, so that's something we've just learnt. I actually think that somebody else will move into that residential plot of land over time, because that's happened before and somebody else did move in. The ZZZ or the ZZZ icons above factories indicate they're not actually producing anything at the moment, so clicking on that we can get our factories to start producing. We've got a lot of metal, we've got a lot of wood, we've got a lot of plastic. We'll actually build more wood and plastic, because these take a long time to produce, so it's very easy to get more metal. Hardware store's not producing anything. You can see there are locked icons on the hardware store. If we hold our finger on it, we can see what it is. A shovel requires level 9 to unlock. So once we get to level 9, we'll be able to produce shovels. Holding on the other icons as well gives you information. Measuring tape, production time. Tells you how many are in storage and what you need to build it. Same for the supply store. Bricks coming at level 13. Looking at the bottom, there are 2 upgrade slots which are empty. You can see we are able to add a third, which is for SimCast. So I'm going to click on that. And we've added another slot. Going to do the same to the hardware store, so we can actually produce more buildings, so more supplies at a time. So I can build 3 hammers now. And let's build some wood. Let's build some nails as well. So we can actually add a 4th slot if we want to. This might be the icon for special items, I'm not sure. It's handy that the hardware store is so close. No, it's not. If we click on the government or services button in the bottom right, we can see what services we are currently able to provide. We're providing power. The icon is blue, which means we're providing enough power. We're not providing enough water or fire coverage because they're red. Our government is fine, parks are fine. If you click on any of these buttons, we'll click on the government one, we can see we get a menu at the top which says government, likely to upgrade and likely to move out. So looking around our city, we can see Sims who are happy, which is the green faces. Sims who are unhappy would be red. We haven't got any unhappy Sims, but there are a few neutral, a couple of yellows there. So we want to do something about making them happier. That's going to increase our overall happiness. Again, there are arrows at the top, right and left, yellow arrows. Clicking on these is going to scroll through city services. So parks, we've got 1 park in a radius of a few houses. 89 people in radius of a park apparently. So that's going to increase happiness and wealth. Education we haven't got. A couple of things we can go through we haven't got. Power, we're currently need 24 capacity for power. The demand is 21, so we're oversupplying power, which is good. We want to keep that above demand. Water is below demand. We're only producing 18 of 21, so I'm going to build a new water pump very soon when I've got the money to do that. Fire as well, as we can see I've got 2 fire stations. Got a large one which is covering the beginning of the town near the way in, and a small fire station which is covering just a little area there. So I'm probably going to move this small fire station because it has no effect on industrial. Industrial don't need fire coverage apparently, just residential areas. So I'll move that little fire station into the area where those red buildings are, which are the buildings that are not in fire coverage. Clicking on the residential icon on the right gives you an option to build more residential properties, of course. Also, there are 3 icons on the right, top one being building residential. The blue icon is land value, so we can see where the high land value is by the dark blue areas and the low land value by light blue. Land value being affected by the park that is right in the middle there. As you can see, the surrounding area around the park, there's a increased land value, so we're likely to get wealthier Sims moving in, which means bigger houses, skyscrapers and stuff like that. Wealth forecast, upgrading buildings will result in luxury homes, premium homes, standard homes, so it lets you know where you upgrade, what types of homes you're likely to get. So we've got a high wealth forecast around this part of the town, so upgrading buildings here is going to give us bigger, more luxurious homes, so we might want to concentrate on upgrading in that area. Finally, we are able to expand further into the land, but only when we reach a certain level. So clicking on it, we need to get to experience level 10 in order to build any further out than the area which it's providing to us. We've got enough room at the moment, so that's not a problem, but that's something to bear in mind. If you're running out of land, you're going to need to wait to a certain level before you can unlock that. Anyway, this video has been quite long, probably longer than anticipated, but I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you've got any questions as well. Check out my channel for more SimCity BuildIt videos, and subscribe to my channel as well if you want to get them videos straight on your feed. Thank you for watching. See you in episode 3.